Hi everyone, welcome back to the Dream Smart Tutors channel. I'm Dr. Baptiste, if you didn't already know that, and today I'm going to be talking about working from home. Before I start, could you please like, share and subscribe? So today I'm going to be talking about working from home. For those of you who didn't already know, I work as a portfolio GP, which means I spend a portion of my time in clinical practice and then the remainder of my time potentially working from home on some days. So for me, working from home is a really great option, but for some of you, it might be a struggle adjusting to working from home if this is something that you're forced to do given certain circumstances, or it might be something you're considering in the future and you wanted a few ways in which to increase your productivity and efficiency really. So my first tip is to have a routine and ensure you stick to it. It may be very tempting when you're at home surrounded by all your creature comforts to have a lie-in, wake up a little bit later, but this can of course affect your productivity, efficiency and can even affect your mood. You may find that then you end up procrastinating. So it's really important that you have a routine and you're very strict with yourself. For me, yes, there are some days that I may not stick to my routine, but for the most part I stick to my routine, which is really important in ensuring that I complete all the tasks that I need to do to the best of my ability. So I think it's really important that you have a routine so you'll be consistent, you'll get your work done, and at the end of the day you can then enjoy what you want to do. Of course it depends on the nature of your work and any impending deadlines. As I said, for me, sometimes of course I can stray from that routine, but I think overall it's really important that you make sure that you maintain this routine over a longer period of time. So my second tip is to ensure you have regular breaks. Make sure that, in like my last point, when you have a schedule, you factor in regular breaks throughout the day. It can be really easy when you're in the zone to lose track of time, but then as time goes on, your concentration goes down, you're not as productive or efficient as you could be. When I'm working at home, although sometimes it can be difficult, I always ensure that I break the day up with regular breaks. And it's really important that even when you're not in a break, so if you're working, you have a bottle of water beside you or drink beside you so that you stay hydrated, even if you have healthy snacks as well. I know again it can be very easy to fall into the trap of picking up something really unhealthy, a chocolate bar, but if you can, it'd probably be really worthwhile for you to make sure you do your best in the work that you're doing if you do have a healthy option. Now my third tip is a really important tip. I mean, they're all really important, but this one is really crucial. The tip is make sure you have a separate place to work from. It may be difficult depending on your home situation, but if you can create a space in your home where that is dedicated to work, because what you don't want is an overlap of work and your personal life. This is really crucial to having a successful work-life balance. So my fourth tip is to make sure you minimize distractions, or if not, remove them. So fortunately for me, when I'm at home, I am in the zone, I don't get distracted very much. I think this goes back to when I was a student at school, medical school. Working from home was great for me because actually I was very in control, I was very strict with myself, and I didn't really let anything kind of get in the way when I was working. And because I've done this for a long time, it's actually really easy for me now when I'm at home to minimize distractions. Of course, I'm human, like everyone, I get distracted now and then, depending on what's going on in my life. But I do, on the whole, try to minimize the distractions where I can. So distractions could be anything like someone who's at home with you and you might engage in conversation with them, to social media, or your phone. Having your phone going off all the time, of course, is going to break your concentration and then decrease your productivity and how efficient you are. So it's really important, if you can't completely remove distractions like your phone, and it's important that your phone is there beside you in case you're expecting a call or etc. It's really important that you do what you can to minimize how much it's going to interfere with your work. So in the case of the phone, of course, maybe don't switch it off, but if you can have it on silent, or check it periodically, so say I'm going to check it every half an hour or every hour when I have a little bit of a 5-minute break, then that might be the best thing that you could do. So personally, I need variety, and I think that is shown in the work that I do as a portfolio GP. Of course, it depends on the work that you do and the type of person that you are, but my fifth tip is having variety. So I try and rotate what I do. So when I'm at home, I might write an article for GP Online for, I don't know, an hour, and then the rest of the day I might work on business related matters. I might have a few calls or a few meetings. So it's really important that you mix up what you do if you can, depending on the nature of your work. So those are my tips. I hope you found them useful. I will be doing a video on time management shortly, so keep an eye out for that. And please make sure that you like, subscribe and share.